KBZU Little Rock. It's time for Trojan Talk with Trey Schaap on the Little Rock Trojans Radio Network. Tune in for all the Little Rock Trojans news, recaps, and updates. This broadcast is brought to you by Dillard's, Stevens, and Pepsi. Now, here's your host, Trey Schaap.
Welcome to another edition of Trojan Talk. I am Trey Schaap, joined by Steve Wiedower, head basketball coach of your Little Rock women Trojans. On the road last week into the state of Illinois and Missouri, a win at SIUE and a loss at Lindenwood. We'll talk about those games here in a second. We'll also be joined by Darrell Walker tonight. We'll be joined by Brenna Burk, sophomore on the women's basketball team. And we'll be joined by Jonathan Lawson, a senior on the men's basketball team who just happened to be named the OVC Player of the Week today by the Ohio Valley Conference after what he did last week and the 2 wins that the Little Rock men have. But, Coach, it was a good road trip. No issues except that we ran into a buzzsaw in Lindenwood on Saturday. We'll talk about that game in a little bit. But first up, let's talk about the game with SIUE. Got out to a good start in that one, and then they kind of fought their way back in.
Yeah, it was, sort of the reverse of our second game. We started out of the gate, and, I mean, we were running well in transition and, built a little lead there. And then I think we got a little bit complacent and we started turning it over, still having great opportunities and, just couldn't finish the play and turned it over a few times and let them back in it. But definitely loved the way that, they actually came back and took the lead late in the game. I think a couple of minutes, left or minute and a half left, and we kept our composure and end up doing what we needed to do to, to get the win.
One thing, and I don't know that you noticed this, you might have after looking at the film or might have even noticed during the game as it was going on, but one thing I noticed in that game with SIUE is they scored the first basket of every period in the game.
Really?
Yeah, they started out, had a 2-0 lead, then we were able to tie it up and then take the lead and had that for a long time until that fourth period. But I remember looking back, Coach, and I think I said it on the broadcast too, that they have scored the opening basket of every period in the game. Even when we had the ball to start, they would find a way to get it.
Yeah, well, they just definitely like the way we finished the game there at the end. Made our free throws when we needed to. Jordan made a couple of big buckets, and situational plays that we had, drawn up for her there. And, and we finished it well. And the last 2 years, the scenario was pretty much the same there. I mean, we got a lead, and then they came back and went ahead, and we lost both of those games. So definitely, proud of the way they hung in there and got the win.
Yeah, I remember a couple of years ago, just a tough place to play. They jumped out to a big lead, and Coach Foley decided it's time to put the red team in, and he just substituted 5, and the red team was able to get us back into the game, and then he decided to put the white team back in, and then we go to practice at Eastern Illinois, and he's like, red team, that's my fault for losing that game. I should have stuck with you all. The white team didn't seem like they wanted to play that night at all. It's just a tough place to play, SIUE.
It's tough, and that's they shoot the ball so well there. It just seems like that they've got 3-point shooters, and we did a pretty good job for the most part getting out on them. But they seem to get loose somehow in big moments of the game, and they get it going. They're hard to stop.
They made 3 of 18 3-pointers, and like you said, they shoot the ball very well. I was surprised they didn't shoot it as well as they had the previous year when we were in there, when they attempted 29 threes and made 15 in beating us last year in that place.
Yeah, I mean, you got to. I mean, they're going to put it up. So I thought we did, a good job defensively. Like I said, just try to clean up some of the turnovers and things that we had, and I think we could have extended the lead there.
And then trying to get out of there, boy, a rainstorm, wind, everything. You called me and you said, if you're riding with us, you better be prepared, because when you come out to the bus, it is pouring and the wind is blowing.
Yeah, it was raining sideways. I mean, we sat on the bus for, 10 minutes, 15 minutes there after the game, and it was just a downpour.
I actually found a way to go. I looked, because they have where their gym is located at SIUE, they have what is a student recreation center that's kind of attached to it. And I just asked someone, I said, surely there's a way to where I can go out and get towards the bus a little bit closer than going out these doors. Is there a hallway? Yeah, there's a hallway back there. So I decided to take that route. Lo and behold, I passed their practice gymnasium, and Samantha Quigley-Smith had her team in there working after the game and going over. I guess she was not happy with the way they played, but I was able to find another way to get around. The only problem was Steve, the bus driver, decided to keep the door shut a little bit longer while I was standing outside. He wanted me to get the full wrath of being as wet as everybody else was.
Yeah, and we definitely got wet coming out there.
It was something else. Then we get to Lindenwood and Saturday, and a game which, if the Trojans would have been able to win it, would have kept themselves tied for first place in the OVC. They would have improved to 5-1. Instead, they're 4-2, but just a game out of first place, but tied with Lindenwood now. And it was a team, Lindenwood, that lost a player a couple of games ago, but Coach, they've really started to play some good basketball of late.
Yeah, they have, and we knew going into it was going to be extremely tough. I mean, they run their stuff so well, they execute, and, I felt like we had a good game plan going in, what we needed to do, and we just, they just blasted us the first quarter. I mean, we watched the film today, showed some things that we got to correct, to be able, but I'm giving them, give them credit. They shot the ball extremely well that first quarter, and I'm not talking about, just wide open shots. I mean, we were up on them, and they just kept backing up a little farther, and then they were able to take us off the bounce a few times and get to the basket, and you got to give them credit for what they did. But like we were talking about before the show, the last three quarters was a totally different game. I mean, we play them toe to toe the whole time, and if we play that way the first quarter, it's going to come down to the wire like it should have.
Well, I think they got their confidence going. 11 of 17 in the first quarter from the floor, 64.7%, 5 of 9 behind the three-point line, 55.5%. They were 4 of 6 at the free throw line. That first quarter, 31 points. That's hard to overcome when you're not able to match that output.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like they like I said, they blitzed us, right off the bat, and we had no answer that first quarter. So, you can't put yourself behind the 8 ball like that and expect to win a game. But, we could have rolled up. I mean, our girls could have, they could have known that it was over and just rolled over and went through the motions, but we battled them. I told them they got to come to our place. You got to send a message. You got to let them know that, hey, when it's going to be a different story when we get down here, and I think we did that. I think we outscored them the second half by 3, and definitely, played much better.
Was that the message to the ladies in the locker room at halftime is, hey, let's go out, let's try to out-hustle them, outplay them in this second half, because we need to put some doubt into their mind when they come to Little Rock.
Yeah. I mean, that was the exact message, is just making sure we get out there and compete and do what we need to do. And we were wanting to pressure them the whole game, and and get after them full court, and make their guards have to work, and wear on their legs a little bit. And I think that also took an effect, because we the second half, you could tell their shots wasn't going in there as well, because we did wear them down some.
Yeah, they shot 27.2% in the fourth period, 3 of 11 from the floor. They only made 7 shots in the second half. They were 4 of 11 in the third, 3 of 11 in the fourth. But they did make their free throws when they got there, Coach. 2 of 2 in the third and 7 of 10 in the fourth. I will say this about our ladies. We only missed 1 free throw, I believe, at SIUE, and only missed 1 free throw attempt at Lindenwood. 7 of 8 at Lindenwood. We're shooting the free throws better if we can only get there sometimes, and sometimes it's tough to get a call.
Yeah, and I mean, we got to get to the free throw line more, because I think we are a good free throw shooting team. So that's something that we need to, continue to work on.
Yeah, 11 of 12 against SIUE at the free throw line for the Little Rock Trojans. Obviously, a turnaround that Lindenwood had extra days to prepare for, and we've talked about this, the fact that the way the schedule sets up is Little Rock is playing on a Thursday and a Saturday. So we had a quick turnaround for Lindenwood. When they come here in February, the first week of February, the fact that they play on Tuesday night, we're going to have a lot more time to prepare for them than they will for us after that game with SIUE.
Yeah,
they have to play.
Yeah, it's. I mean, like the Thursday night game, we got an advantage because the team just played on Tuesday night, and then Saturday the opposing team has their band.
He's Steve Wiedower. I'm Trey Schaap. Back with more after this. Stay with us.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
At Stevens, our philosophy is to invest every dollar as if it were our own, to seize opportunity, to anticipate rather than react, to deliver constant focus in an ever-changing world, and to pursue the objectives of our clients in order to help them reach their financial goals. A proven history of helping companies and individuals. Stevens, member NYSE SIPC.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Did you know you can experience unlimited access to ArkansasOnline.com and premium sports content? That's right. Get news anytime, anywhere, including daily and breaking email newsletters sent directly to your inbox. Get access to archives, photo galleries, event calendars, and much more. Take advantage of a digital subscription today at ArkansasOnline.com and stay connected to the most reliable, up-to-date news anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back to the Little Rock Basketball Coaches Show and Trojan Talk with Trey Schaap. We call it Trojan Talk because, we're talking basketball tonight, but next week Chris Curry is going to join us, the head baseball coach for your Little Rock Trojans. Neil Arisman is going to join us at some point. We'll have, players. We're going to have Brenna Burk and Jonathan Lawson tonight join us. And when we have Chris Curry on, he's going to be talking about, Coach, their first pitch banquet. And unfortunately, we're on the road when that is taking place. Have you heard who they're bringing in this year?
No, I haven't.
Kyle Peterson.
Oh, wow.
The voice of college baseball on ESPN, basically. I mean, the color commentary that he brings out and the knowledge, played at Stanford and pitched in the major leagues and lives in Omaha. And I just that's one that I'm kicking myself. You got to be kidding me that I'm not going to be able to be here and listen to him talk. We're going to be in Cape Girardeau next week. So,
Well, when I got here this morning, Coach Curry had the baseball guys over there on Fisher Court. So I know that they're probably starting.
First day was today.
Okay. So I'm sure it was a little bit of conditioning and different things for them starting in the morning. I get here pretty early in the morning and they were already out there. So
I'm sure he's working.
They're probably getting going today.
Yeah, he's probably working them pretty hard. Coach, this week coming up, two teams that we haven't seen this season. That's Eastern Illinois and Western Illinois. And Eastern Illinois on Thursday, that game will tip at 5 o'clock right here inside of the Jack Stevens Center. And then Western Illinois on Saturday, the tip at 1 o'clock. You look at the conference standings and where Western Illinois and Eastern Illinois are. Eastern Illinois won the last two games last week, so they come out of the bottom and they move up to 8th spot now at 2-4 in the league. Western Illinois tied with Southern Indiana. They're both 5-1, and so Western Illinois winning both of their games last week. They come in on a hot streak. Yeah. They have won 3 games in a row.
Yeah, they're both going to be good teams coming in here to Little Rock, and like you said, Eastern. They struggled during their non-conference. I think they're sort of figuring some things out. They got a player back that, has got 3 or 4 games under her belt now, and she's one of their top players. So, you know how that goes when you start, getting a little rhythm and things, you start playing better, and that's what they're doing right now. And, they've won their last 2 games. They play Western on Tuesday night. So, they got an opportunity to, be – they're playing them at home, so they could be, on a 3-game winning streak coming in here, and it could be a battle on Thursday.
How much do you, with the team that you're playing on a Thursday night, having played on a Tuesday, how much faster do you have to have your assistant coaches watch that game, turn it around? Do you watch that game on a Tuesday night of your opponent that you're about to play, and then turn it around because you might see something that you hadn't seen on some previous game tape?
Yeah, usually what I've been doing is watching the game live on Tuesday night, and then getting into the office early Wednesday morning and breaking it down, and anything that they might have done different or anything. My assistant coaches, they'll have the scout and they'll break down the film, like for three or four previous games, and and put together all the different things they see, and then the recent game is the one that I'll break down after watching their stuff.
So what is Eastern Illinois doing different? I know you've watched a little bit of them because they've won their last two games. What have they done different in any games that you might have seen besides just getting that one player back, do you think?
Well, I think, they've shot the ball better than what they had. I mean, they've got some three-point shooters, and, of course they were playing at home, and, they got a little rhythm, and, against Tennessee Tech, I think they scored 78 points or something, which is probably pretty high for them, and made some shots. And then against Tennessee State, the same thing. And, when you get that three-pointer going down, and start getting some rhythm there, they're a much better team. And, they got a couple of really big post players that, they depend on a lot. But when them guards start shooting it definitely helps out.
One player that's not there is Macy McGlone. And thank God she is not there because she was a force inside. It was a walking double-double every night, it seemed like, with her.
Yeah, she was a, you definitely had to, know where she was at all the time, and it was a load trying to keep her off the glass. And, she could score 20, 30 points any night. And definitely glad that she's, moved on. But, it'll be a challenge for our young ladies on Thursday, and hopefully we'll be able to guard them the way we've been guarded. We've been playing good defense, and, we've got after people, and I think we can do the same with them. They're just going to, they're going to be big inside, and we're going to have to, double some people, and we're going to have to rotate and be able to, contain them from the perimeter also.
Speaking of a walking double-double, Mia Nicastro for Western Illinois, she's a walking double-double now too.
She's turning into a really good player for them. The Rachel McCowan, the girl that they've had for a couple years. She
really good shooter,
really good scorer, really good shooter, and they just complement each other. And then now the McCaskill girl, she just continues to get better, and she's probably one of the top players in the league.
Bobby told me that McCowan has an injury, and so we don't know how long she is going to be out for. She could come back for the game against us. She could not. We don't know, and I believe it's an elbow injury with her.
Yeah, that's what we heard. I mean, I think it's an elbow injury, but they're still winning.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still winning. They're one of the top teams in the conference, so you can give them credit and I think what'd you say her name was?
Nicastro.
Nicastro is holding the fort down. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's doing a great job, and that's probably what their coach intended that she had to do while McCowan's out.
These are two teams that they're a long way from the Jack Stevens Center when they come in here. Eastern Illinois playing on a Tuesday night and then going to have to find their way over here for the game on Thursday. I'm not sure what their travel plans are, but that's a long way from Charleston, Illinois to Little Rock, Arkansas.
Long way to travel. I mean, we'll have to go up there in February, so we'll get to return the trip, but it is a long ways, and just glad to be back home this week. And we got to protect home floor. We got to come out ready both nights, Thursday and Saturday, but we're taking them one game at a time right now. All the attention is on Eastern Illinois.
Before we get out of here with your time tonight, I want to get your thoughts on the guest that we have coming up right after you, and that's Brenna Burk, the sophomore from Russellville.
Yeah, Brenna's doing a great job for us. She's continuing to improve, and I've said this numerous times. She's such a competitor, and she's able to do some things out there on the floor to make our team better, and then she does things off the floor also. A great leader, a great person, and we're tickled to death that she's part of our program.
Well, stay tuned. We're going to talk to her next. Brenna Burk coming up right here on Trojan Talk with Trey Schaap. Coach, good luck this week.
Thank you, Trey.
All right, Steve Wiedower joining us. Back after this. Stay with us.
The future is not about a bond reaching maturity. The future is what my grandfather worked for. It's what my father carried on. It's my responsibility today. The future is my son's tomorrow. At the Stevens Private Client Group, we believe that our strength builds success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Arkansas Roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back to Trojan Talk. We had Steve Wiedower on, Little Rock Trojans in Eastern Illinois on Thursday night, 5 o'clock tip for the ladies. 4:45 for the pregame, joined by Brenna Burk now, the sophomore from Russellville. We got to put that mic. Come on, you're a pro. You've talked to me after a game.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, even after the tough loss at Lindenwood, that was not good, was it?
No, that was one that just sucks, to be honest. But we're looking forward to that game when they come home. But first, we're going to focus on this week. We've got a big week at home.
What do you think happened last week? Obviously, you go to SIUE, get off to a good start, and then maybe get a little complacent, and they come back, make a run on you guys, but you're able to win that one, and then Lindenwood just came out on fire.
Yeah, I mean, we watched film today, and I still don't even really know. I think it was definitely like I would rather this happen now for us to learn so we can move forward. And I definitely think that, we're using that to move forward. Whether teams are switching 1 through 4 and they're going to pack the paint, we've got to figure out ways to score and, ways to attack that to make them, keep them out of the paint. So.
Eastern Illinois coming in on Thursday and then Western Illinois on Saturday. What do you know about the Panthers and this year's team that they have? They've won their last 2 games.
Right. They've got a lot of momentum right now. All Illinois teams, they're always ready to come out and, give a good fight, and that's exactly what we're looking forward to this week. 2 competitive, hard-nosed games, and we're ready for it.
You and Jordan Hallman are the designated captains of this Little Rock squad. 4 holdovers from last year. Ashley Lester and Elena Payne go with you two. What is this team's makeup like? It seems like you guys are much closer than the teams I've seen the last couple of years.
Yeah. We've got a great group. Like, I couldn't be more grateful for the girls that we have. I think it comes down to respect at the end of the day. We have all got mutual respect for each other. We love each other, but we're gonna kick each other's butt too and hold each other accountable. And I think that's huge, especially at this level.
What have you guys done off of the court, away from basketball, to build that team chemistry?
Yeah. So anytime we've got questions with, the plays or film. We'll get together in one of our living rooms. And then also on Sunday nights, we've been doing a team-led Bible study with different people leading it. And, a lot of girls come to that. So I think that's definitely helped on and off the court, which has been cool.
I know that you had a game the day after, New Year's Day, the day after New Year's Eve, and you guys didn't stay up, didn't celebrate the new year or anything like that. You were focused on the game, Tennessee Tech. They came in with an 18-game conference regular season winning streak, and you guys were able to knock them off. How gratifying and satisfying was that?
Yeah, it's funny you say that. We actually did stay up till the ball dropped, but we were all in each other's room. One of the girls on our team, Naomi, she cooked a bunch of food for everybody, and, we just hung out, had some team bonding, and then as soon as that clock hit 12, we all got in our beds ready to go for Tennessee Tech. But, yeah, that was an incredible way to start the new year. Just gave us a lot of confidence, and we've got to keep rolling with it.
So that's news to me, because when I talked to, I believe it was Jordan after the game, Jordan Hallman after the Tennessee Tech game, it might have been Jerry Lee Daniels or something. Oh, we didn't celebrate. So you kind of did.
I don't know if some people
you
would
didn't
consider.
Go out.
No,
let's say that.
No. We were all in a room together, and then
Did you have a curfew that night?
Yes, but it's just in the dorms, so
we
were.
There was no
curfew.
bed check or anything like that.
No.
When you thought about where you wanted to play college basketball when you were a senior or junior or senior at Russellville, how did you come up with Little Rock?
That's a great question. I had no idea. I had no idea. It was, it wasn't even until March that I came here on a visit, the last home game here, and then Coach Wiedower offered me after the game. So, truly, it's just kind of crazy how I ended up here, but I couldn't be more grateful to be an hour from home and have so much support here. I truly wouldn't rather be playing anywhere else.
You guys are in the middle of semesters right now, and so you've been practicing at 11 o'clock in the morning. Do you like that as opposed to afternoon after class?
I mean, I like it. It's, for one, since it's like the days, they get darker earlier, you still have, a few hours of daylight, which I personally like, go outside, do something like that. So I personally do enjoy it, but, 1 to 5, 11 to 2, 10 to 2 doesn't really make a difference.
I hear you like to hunt.
I do.
Deer, squirrel, turkey, anything?
Ducks, anything that moves.
Have you been duck hunting yet?
Yes, sir.
This year? How many did you get?
We didn't.
What? What?
No, it's hard to go in basketball season, but
right.
I'm excited for turkey season coming up. That's my favorite.
Turkey season is your favorite. Where do you go?
Outside of Russellville. It's like Dover area. We've got some land out there that I love to go with my dad. So.
Got some hills and stuff. I see your dad at a lot of the games.
Yeah,
What does he mean to come watch you play?
Yeah, him and my mom, my two biggest supporters. Like, I love them so much, and yeah, they're at every home game, and they've even been making the road games. So it couldn't mean more. There
was one away game he didn't make. What was the conversation like after that game? You told me what it was like before the game.
Right.
Go ahead and tell us that before the game against Moorhead.
Yeah. My parents, they always text me. They always say a certain something to me before the game. My mom always says, "Play like your hair is on fire," and that's always been her thing. And I've always gone with that, and I love that, because no matter what happens, if you're playing like your hair is on fire, that's all you can do at the end of the day. And my dad, he always says, "Elbows and a-holes, elbows and a-holes." That's what he says. And again, I just love that because it's not performance focused. It's, what can I do to contribute, and then, leave it all out there no matter the outcome. So, yeah, definitely after the Moorhead game, I think they definitely want to, make the ones that they can. But that was obviously the furthest conference game. So
yeah, you had a career high 21 points in that game. They only had you with 19, but we talked after the game, and I remembered you going to the free throw line, and we got that corrected, thank goodness. So 21 points, a good way to start Ohio Valley Conference play, even though it was back in December.
Right. Yeah. It's been more slow on the scoring since then. I think that kind of got some people's attention in the conference, but I've got to figure out we're trying to figure out how to still get me involved because all the attention is on Jordan, and it's going to continue to be. But we've got to figure out how other girls can help contribute and help Jordan out.
Well, Brenna, I'm glad you came by tonight, and good luck this week against Eastern Illinois and Western Illinois. And I hope a lot of people get out here to the Jack on Thursday to watch you play.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Trey.
All right, you appreciate it. That's Brenna Burk joining us here. Darrell Walker, head coach of your Little Rock Trojans, is up next. Stay with us.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Strength is measured not by the number of accounts. Strength is placing value on relationships. It's having the vision and the guts to invest in growth. It's the commitment to responsibly manage your money. At Stevens, we believe that our strengths build success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
The Trojans have been dominating in the paint, but does it guarantee a win? We'll see, Peter.
Like how playing the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is a guaranteed win for students.
Huh?
Every ticket you buy in Arkansas funds scholarships. And since 2009, they've raised more than $1.5 billion for Arkansas students.
Wow. So no matter the score, that's a win for students. Back to the game.
That's right, folks. Playing the lottery is a big win for students and could be for you, too. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Game Time Wraps, a company whose roots are firmly planted in Arkansas but has worldwide vision, is your source for vehicle and architectural graphics and is a leader in sports flooring, serving customers across the country. Game Time Wraps does everything from their home base right here in Central Arkansas. Call them today at 501-771-9727 or visit their website at GameTimeWraps.com.
Welcome back to Trojan Talk. I am Trey Schaap, joined now by Darrell Walker, head coach of the Little Rock men's basketball team. Coach went 2-2 on the road this past week, won at SIUE, the team that won the conference tournament last year and were the representatives in the NCAA tournament, and then won at Lindenwood at a team that before last week was 4-0 in the league.
Yeah. It was two good wins for us. Last time we talked, I felt if we go there the way we had been playing basketball, that we would have a chance to win 2 basketball games. You win one on the road, you're happy out of 2. We were able to get that last game at Lindenwood was big.
It was big. Let's start at SIUE last Thursday. You're down 40-32 at the half. What was the message to the guys in the locker room?
Yeah, that we got to play better. We got to rebound the ball better, and we got to take care of the ball a little bit better. In the second half, I kind of made an adjustment. I just started off with saying, one time let's go 21, which is our full court press defense, to green, which is when we switch everything. I said, let's go 21 to green, and I just want to see what they do with it. And they struggled with the switching. And when I changed up my defense to the switching and left the 1-3-1 alone, and that's how we were able to get back in the basketball game.
Jonathan Lawson didn't come off the court in that game, was 10 of 10 at the free throw line.
He never comes off the court.
Yeah, right, because you don't have many guys. I mean, you only played 7 guys in that game, but Lawson, 6 of 13 from the floor, 10 of 10 at the free throw line, 5 assists in that game, and only 1 turnover with 23 points. Oh, by the way, he is the OVC Player of the Week and well-deserved.
Well, we win those 2 games because of the way Jonathan played and the way the rest of the guys played as a team. They played together as a team. But he's been playing well. He's been playing really good basketball for us.
You got 15 points out of Kache Inze. You got 14 points out of Toon Gatkek, and Braxton Bayless with 10 points in that game.
When Braxton plays well, that's just another offensive bonus for us, and he played well in the Lindenwood game. That's one reason why we also win that Lindenwood game. But overall, we showed some guts by coming back and winning that basketball game on the road, which is really one of the tougher environments to play in the OVC.
I was going to say, the fact that gymnasium is so tight-knit, the fact that their students were not in class yet.
It's still a good crowd in there.
It was still a good crowd. When I left out of there to get on the bus with the women, it looked like it was going to be a raucous crowd.
Yeah, they had a good crowd in there, and they got to a 13, 14, 15-point lead defensively, we tried to make an adjustment. We started pressing and trapping and junking up the game a little bit. We made some shots and was able to get back in the basketball game, and I think they got a little tight.
We went to dinner with the ladies, and we all were watching the game and listening to Tuck from time to time too. And that turnaround, Coach, what did it take from your guys to turn that game around and win it?
Man, it took a lot of effort. It took that we didn't turn the ball over a lot. I don't know how many we turned it over, but I don't think
7 times. Yeah,
I didn't think we turned that ball over a lot. That's big. So that means instead of turning over 14, 15 shots, 15 times, you get an extra seven shots from at the basket, which people don't know basketball don't know. That's big, and that was a low turnover game for us. And we pressed and trapped and we blocked a lot of shots, and when we made some shots and we made some clutch plays, that was a good win on the road for us.
It was. You shoot over 40% from the floor in the game, 25 of 60. Those 60 shot attempts, man, that's a lot.
Yeah, well, I don't know how many offensive rebounds we had. Probably was 13, 14 offensive rebounds. 16? Yeah, and I've been griping to our guys about we were getting out-rebounded early in the year. I was griping about not only we have the defensive rebound, we have the offensive rebound because we missed shots. We were missing a lot of shots early in the year. We wasn't going to the offensive glass. So we started going to the offensive glass and started converting those. And that was – I knew it was something else. We didn't turn it over, and we got 16 offensive rebounds. I thought it was 13 or 14, but it was 16.
Yeah, 16. Cameron Wallace had a big game on the glass in that one, missed a double-double by 1 point. He had finished with 9 points, but he got his double-double on Saturday in the win over Lindenwood. You're up 37-31 at the break, outscoring 45-33 in the second to win 82-74. Wallace had the double-double. Braxton Bayless, though, like you said, his family in attendance at 21 points.
No, he played well. I didn't know that. Now they need to come to all the games now. I didn't know that. They need to come to all the games, but he played well. I'm still worried about Braxton and Toon and Jonathan playing 38, 39 minutes the whole game. I'm really concerned about that. But I thought it was a good win. I thought we got a little soft the last 7 minutes of the game and let them get back in the basketball game and made it a basketball game. And I crossed my legs in the timeout and said, if you guys want to lose a game, this one's going to be on you guys. Settle down, have some poise, like I always say. If you're going to win on the road, you got to have some poise, and we responded with about a 6-0 run.
You only missed 2 free throws in that game, 12 of 14 from the charity stripe. Jonathan Lawson finished with 20 points. Cameron Wallace had 12. Enze had 10. Toon had 10. Played Caleb Pennyfeather 20 minutes. He finished with 3. And Truman Claytor, the fourth, had 6 points for you. So everybody that you put in the game contributed.
I thought Caleb came in the first half and a little bit in the second half. His defensive blocking shots and offensive rebounding, and that 1-3-1, he's really so long at the top. It's hard for people to see over.
I didn't get to watch much of it, but him and Toon at the same time, that's pretty tall.
And then Cam's the back guy. So that's if you go straight down the gut of that 13 defense, that's some length at the top and some length in the back. And then you got Jonathan back there at 6'7", 6'8". Braxton's the smallest guy back there.
Right. How important was it to win these 2 on the road, knowing that you're coming back home this week?
Oh, it was important because I know we come back this week and play at home, and then we on the road for 4 straight. So even if you could have won one of those games on the road, it would have been big. But I thought and felt that if we played well the way we have been playing basketball, that we could win 2 on the road.
Obviously, Coach, when you look at the conference standings, I know you don't like to look ahead to anything, but you need to be in the top 8 to get to Evansville first, to have a chance to get to the NCAA tournament. You're comfortably right there right now, tied for second in the league.
Well, for us to have basically not even a full basketball team, basically sometimes I play 6 guys, sometimes I play 7 guys, and I'm concerned as we get deeper into the league. Will my guys be okay? So that's why we didn't practice Sunday. We didn't practice today. We'll go for about 40 minutes to tomorrow controls practice, shoot around Wednesday, and get ready for Eastern Illinois.
Are you still trying to maybe find 2 or 3 guys that you could still bring off the bench to insert from time to time, or are they just not there yet?
No, they're there, but Tracy played earlier because the guys were hurt, and then Christian has started. But now I'm going with Truman and Caleb basically off the bench and trying to stay big as much as I possibly can on the court. Does that sometimes take outside shooting off the bench when Truman's not in the game? Yeah, but I think it makes up with our defense, our length of blocking shots, our length of changing shots, and then trying to punish people by going to the offensive glass.
Defensively, this team, it seems like it's really starting to gel on that side of the basketball.
Well, it takes a while. When you get a bunch of new guys in today's game, an NCAA of turnover, probably 80 to 90% of every teams have a big turnover every year. Sometimes teams gel quicker, and sometimes it takes time for teams to gel. And I think we still got some things we're working on. I like the chemistry of this team. They like each other. They pass the ball to each other. And defensively, you can see us game by game getting a little bit better.
You forced Lindenwood into 16 turnovers, a big factor in the win.
That's the precedent trapping, and some of that's the 13 defense.
He's Darrell Walker. I'm Trey Schaap. We'll talk about the week that is coming up. The Trojans are back inside of the Jack Stevens Center. A game on Thursday night against Eastern Illinois. Saturday afternoon against Western Illinois. We want to see you at the Jack. Stay tuned. More Trojan talk coming up after this.
At Stevens, our philosophy is to invest every dollar as if it were our own. To seize opportunity. To anticipate rather than react. To deliver constant focus in an ever-changing world. And to pursue the objectives of our clients in order to help them reach their financial goals. A proven history of helping companies and individuals. Stevens, member NYSE SIPC.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Need a simple breakfast, lunch, or dinner for your family, team, or business? Proud sponsor and local owner-operator AJ Roller's Chick-fil-A restaurant at Markham University has you covered. From Chick-fil-A nuggets in mini trays, mac and cheese trays, to chocolate chunk cookie and chocolate fudge brownie trays. Order through the Chick-fil-A app or call the store. AJ's team will have breakfast, lunch, or dinner ready for you and your team in no time. And don't forget to pick up a gallon of their famous freshly made tea or freshly squeezed lemonade.
Did you know you can experience unlimited access to ArkansasOnline.com and premium sports content? That's right. Get news anytime, anywhere, including daily and breaking email newsletters sent directly to your inbox. Get access to archives, photo galleries, event calendars, and much more. Take advantage of a digital subscription today at ArkansasOnline.com and stay connected to the most reliable, up-to-date news anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back to Trojan Talk with Trey Schaap, joined by Darrell Walker, head men's basketball coach of your Little Rock Trojans. Coach, you look at the upcoming schedule. You've got Eastern Illinois in here on Thursday night. We'll tip right after the ladies. Scheduled tip time about 7 o'clock. It might go off a little bit later than that. What do we know about the Panthers?
Well, I've known Marty. I respect Marty. He's a 22-year guy of coaching the NCAA. I really respect him in this league. He's one of the coaches I really respect. They're going to run side pick and roll to side pick and roll. They're going to do what they do defensively, a little different than your typical Eastern Illinois team. They're getting up and down the court a little bit faster than they have in the past years, and I'm locked in on that about telling my guys to get back in transition. And we'll go over some of their stuff tomorrow in practice, and then Wednesday again, and then Thursday and shoot around. So we're going to be prepared for what they do offensively and defensively.
He was a player at Evansville, a standout.
Played for Bobby Knight first, though.
Yeah, and his jersey hangs in the rafters, I believe, for the Evansville Aces, right?
It should. He's a heck of a basketball player. He's the third leading scorer, I think, in Illinois basketball history.
I was going to say.
Illinois high school basketball history.
Yeah.
He scored a lot of points.
Just really, really good. What's that relationship like with you and him?
I like Marty. He knows I'm a Chicago guy. He's a southern part of Illinois guy. I was leaving Arkansas as he was leaving high school down in the southern part of Illinois. I've always had a good relationship with Marty. He's a basketball guy and was a really good player. You look at him now, but he was a good player.
And he's had some tough couple of years at Eastern. Just they have not been able to.
It's not an easy job.
Get it going. It's not, is it?
It's a hard job. It's down in Charleston, Illinois, and Marty.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and Marty finds a way to compete. And in our business right now, if you haven't paid in to want to pay players, it's hard. It's a different NCAA than Marty knows. Being a 22-year-old guy, these last 5 to 6 years, his head is probably exploding because of the financial part of what you got to do with players in the transfer portal in the last 5 years.
Is it sometimes, Coach, where the first question a recruit will ask is, well, how much can you give me?
Oh, it's no doubt about that. It's all transaction. It's all debit card, ATM machine, as I like to call it. It is what it is. And if you don't want to do that, you need to get out of this business, or you're not going to have any players. That's just the way the landscape is today.
They play Western Illinois on Tuesday night. Will you watch that game live?
No, I never watch it live. I will play my game. Well, no, talking about tomorrow.
Tomorrow, they play tomorrow.
I won't watch it. I won't watch that game until
Wednesday morning?
Thursday night after we get through playing Eastern. My thing is Thursday night. It's a quick turnaround game, Thursday to Saturday. I don't leave out of here till 1 or 2 o'clock because first thing I want to do is I want to watch Eastern Illinois. And so I've watched the last 6 games and worked my way all the way down to the last game. And then I may go back and watch our game that we played Thursday night against Eastern Illinois to get ready for Western Illinois. So I won't watch that. I won't watch that game. No.
But to get ready for Eastern Illinois when they're playing?
I'm thinking about.
So you're already thinking about Western Illinois.
I'm thinking about Western Illinois,
yeah.
not Eastern Illinois. I'm thinking about Western Illinois.
It's a quirky schedule this year.
Tuesday, if they play Tuesday, I'll watch the game Wednesday. Yeah. I'll watch the game Wednesday and take some notes. But after I've watched today, I've watched 3 games already, 3.5 games already.
What do you see?
A lot of pick and roll. There's going to be a lot of pick and rolls. They run a lot of pick and rolls, a lot of continuity offense, where it's swing to a side pick and roll, other big flashes up, swing to another side pick and roll. So it's going to be 85% of it to 90% of it is going to be pick and roll basketball.
Your defense, when they face a team that likes to pick and roll like that, they have to communicate a lot, don't they?
You have to communicate, and we go over pick and roll defense every day along with shell drill. Those are staples of my defense. I just believe in doing shell drill every day because that's what's going to happen in the game. And then our pick and roll defense, which I think has been getting better, we just go over it again.
Jonathan Lawson, the OVC Player of the Week. What does he mean to this program?
Oh, it's big. I mean, Jonathan could have left this program and made a lot of money, but he wanted to stay here and play 30-something minutes, not 40, but at least 30.
Right.
And he's getting a lot of film for when he's done playing here, where teams can look at him. EuroLeague teams, overseas teams can look at him and say that he can score the basketball.
Is he getting used to the ice baths?
Well, he has to. I'm demanding that everybody ice after games and after practice. It's important. Guys don't understand when you playing minutes and you're out there grinding and getting hit, your body is inflamed. It's inflamed, so you have to ice and you have to take care of your body. This younger generation, some of those guys, they're scared of the ice tub. They don't want to get in. And I'm telling them ice and anti-inflammatories is your friend, even though I tell my guys, don't you take anti-inflammatories every day. But every 2 or 3 days, you got to put some in your system.
Do you feel like they trust you after they realize, look, he played in the league, he knows what he's talking about, okay, I'm going to do that?
Yeah, I've done it at their level in college and NBA. I've been around guys, played in the NBA, played 82 games, 125 games. And the cold tub and the hot tub and anti-inflammatory stretching, foam rolling, all the things that they have now in today's generation, it's just going to help your body recover. It's been scientifically proved your body has to recover, and you got to do something about that with the ice.
With the limited numbers that you have, this team has gotten really, really close, haven't they?
Yeah, they're close. And I was talking to Coach Foley about he had it at Arkansas Tech. I think he's Arkansas Tech.
I remember.
He only had 6 or 7 players, and we talked about that at the beginning of the year. He said, Coach, these guys are going to get some chemistry, and they're going to get used to playing with each other, and it's going to. He said, you're going to be all right. He said, I just hope you don't get another injury. Yeah, knock on wood, because it's been tough, and other teams know we're only playing 6 or 7 guys.
Have they tried to speed you up?
No, nobody's tried to speed us up, because we don't play like that. If we were healthy, nobody would have to speed us up. We'd be trying to get 80. We'd be running. We have to pick our spots when we run. We run when we force turnovers or get block shots, and we can get into the open court. Other than that, we try to protect the ball and run our offense and get a high percentage shot every time.
This team's coming in winners of their last 5 of 6, I believe, 4 of 6. into the Jack Stevens Center, they deserve to see a nice crowd in here.
Well, it's been tough ever since I've been here, and I don't get mad because I was when Chris Beard was here and they won 33, 34 games. The last 2 or 3 games when you was around, that's the only time they got people in here, to be honest about it. So it was a tough ticket. It was a tough ticket. So it is what it is. So hopefully you have a good crowd Thursday and Saturday.
Coach, good luck,
Appreciate
and we'll see you on Thursday night.
Okay, thank you.
Darrell Walker joining us here on Trojan Talk. Coming up next, Jonathan Lawson will join us. He's in the building. We saw him, so he will join us here on Trojan Talk. Stay with us.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
The future is not about a bond reaching maturity. The future is what my grandfather worked for. It's what my father carried on. It's my responsibility today. The future is my son's tomorrow. At the Stevens Private Client Group, we believe that our strength builds success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Arkansas Roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back to Trojan Talk. Little Rock Trojans hosting Eastern Illinois and Western Illinois this week. We're joined by the Ohio Valley Conference Player of the Week, Jonathan Lawson. Jonathan, congratulations on that award. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
So this year, man, it's been tough with the limited numbers, hasn't it?
Yes, sir. It's been kind of rough. Well, we're trying to gel together right at the right moment, at the right time.
Well, you guys gelled together this past week. I mean, back-to-back wins, tough places to play. SIUE, last year's conference tournament champion, went to the NCAA tournament. You knocked them off on Thursday night. You were down at the half. What did Coach say to you guys in the locker room at halftime up there?
It's on us to go out there and play. He can't go out there and play for us, so it just was a changing point. Then we had to go out there and just do what we can do best and what we was capable of.
Back in the day, he could play.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm sure he tells you that, doesn't he?
Yes, sir.
And then at Lindenwood, a team that had gone into the weekend 4-0 in conference play, tied for first place, and you guys go in there and you put it to them.
Because we knew they was a big transition team, so we just knew we had to get back in transition and make shots and rebound and defend like we know we can. Then it'll just be a good game for us.
Jonathan, how much does the accolades that are thrown your way mean to you, or would you rather just see the team win on the court?
Me, I'm a team player, so I'd rather see the team win. Only accolades matter when the team is winning. They don't mean nothing when you losing and things like that, so it just really matters when we winning as a whole.
Well, you won, and you get them, so that must be nice.
Yes, sir.
With the tight-knit group that you guys have, with not a deep bench, with losing 5 players and 6 when Toon was out, how were you guys able to stay together?
We just tell them stay together. We can always win conference. Just looking at the teams in conference as comparing us, we still can be at the top of the conference with those players out. But we knew if we had those guys, it'd be much easier. But so we just knew we had to just lock in more.
You're playing about 38, 39 minutes a game. Is your body going to be able to hold up to that?
Yes, sir. Coach has been telling me to take care of my body, so I've just been getting treatment and things like that on off days and things like that, just getting shots up, not too much maintenance. So I've been trying to, yes, sir.
What type of treatments are you getting? Do you like the cold tubs?
I started getting the cold tub when I first got here. So before here, I never got in the cold tub and things like that. So I just get in the cold tub and get in the boots and sometimes the hot tub. So I do a little contrast. So it's helped both.
What do the boots do?
It like suck up all of like the pain and it like loosen up your legs and things like that. So it's just
kind of massage them a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that feels good.
Yes,
I might need to talk to Ronnie and say, hey, can I borrow the boots?
Yes, sir.
What's it like? I mean, you're a senior leader of this team, and you came back. You could have gone somewhere else and played, but you decided to come back to Little Rock. Why?
Coach Walker, he one of the best coaches I had while I was in my collegiate career. He straightforward, and he gave me a chance to come out here and play. So just off loyalty, no point of leaving. I came here to play, and that's what I'm doing. So he gave me the opportunity to play and show my talent. So that's why I came back.
What does it mean to you to have Toon Gatkek back?
It was a big get to give him back too, because I was telling Toon that we can come back together and we can probably win in next year and things like that. So that was a big thing. Another reason why I came back as well.
Is that one of your guys' goals? It's win the OVC this year?
Yes, sir. Win a regular season and try to go to the conference tournament. Win the championship in the conference tournament and go to the NCAA.
What would that be like if you guys were able to make it to the NCAA tournament?
It would be much fun and experience everybody that I want them to have. I had it my freshman year, and when I was at Creighton, didn't play too much, but I played a few minutes my freshman year, so it was a good experience. So I just want them to have the experience of playing on the biggest stage in college.
You're from Memphis, not a far drive to get back home. I mean, you have to travel I-40, I-40, and that's a little bit tough because just the stretch and everything. But your parents get able to get over here and watch some games?
Yes, sir. They come enjoy all the games. I don't think they miss a home game this year. They come to most of them because their games be like on Tuesdays and Fridays, so they get to come down here on Thursdays and Saturdays and come catch games like that.
What's it like playing inside the Jack Stevens Center?
It's fun and exciting because I like the fans. It's a good crowd, and it's just like very exciting. I like home court advantage as well, so that's another thing.
I have to ask you this. Do you have the green light that you can shoot whenever you want to? Because sometimes it seems like as soon as you cross half court, whether you're in the western part of the state or the eastern part of the state on the logo here, the ball's going up.
Yes, sir, because I know, like, when transition, like, the defense trying to get back to the paint, so whenever I get a chance, I try to fire it off because they be, like, real tight on me in, like, half-court situations. So them chances, I'm trying to get a shot up.
Have you ever fired one off and looked over at Coach when you missed and he's just upset with you?
Not this year. Last year, yes, sir.
Last year?
Yes, sir.
That's because you had more players last year. He can sub you out. He can't sub you out this year, can he?
Facts. Not as much like he could last year.
Have you ever looked at him and said, well, who are you going to put in, Coach?
No, not really. I don't want to, like, make it bad blood, but yes, sir.
Your guys' defense, when you all switch to that 1-3-1 and put Toon at the top and you've got Nze down low, or even you can put Caleb Pennyfeather down low sometimes, you might even play down there. Most of the times I think you're out on a wing. That defense, how are you guys able to just turn people over so quick?
Because, like, when we in the game, them guards be real small. Like, they like SIUE game, a guard came in, like, dang, they big. And, like, they just can't see a lot of things that they used to see in, like, regular zone or if guards was up there. So, it's a lot of length up there with Toon. Then when Caleb get in, it's some more length. Then you got Cam. He one of our best rebounders at the back end. He can fly around and just make plays.
Do you like handling the rock?
For most of the time, sometimes I do. Like half court, I ain't gonna say full court. Sometimes it get tiring, but like half court, yes, sir.
I see teams holding on to you a lot.
Yes, sir.
They're trying to keep you close, and you're having to fight through a lot.
Yes, sir. So I just gotta keep my mind, like Coach said earlier, just go with some pace, and they can see the foul calls and things like that.
Eastern Illinois this week, and then Western Illinois on Saturday. What do the Panthers present the challenge for you guys?
They kind of big this year. Well, starting lineup wise, they starting like big guys like us, 3, 6, 7 guys. So just got to come in, play with how we can play, and just not let them dictate the game like they did last year, and don't keep it close really.
Jonathan, good luck this week.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir.
Jonathan Lawson on Trojan Talk. We're back next Monday. Trojans in Eastern Illinois on Thursday, and then Western Illinois on Saturday. We hope to see you at the Jack Stevens Center, everybody. Have a great rest of your evening.